All right, folks, we're still, well, Kong's out this morning, and I guess it's afternoon now, and he's hungry, and I think he's planning on winning the game of rank today. So let's see what happens. Dun 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 dun. I like the brutal box cars. Not a lot of action. You might encounter just a few people. Give you a chance to get your feet under you. What do you think's going to happen here, folks? Well, we're in the money now, ain't we? We got it. In the money. All right, all right. Yeah, let me tell you, folks. Good training. I've been getting some excellent training lately, folks. Ooh-doo-doo-doo-doo. I really like this, what's it called there? The Fury Assault Rifle. I run with vibration turned off on my remote. I don't even have motors in this remote. Nonetheless, even for whatever reason when I'm shooting it, it feels like I can feel it in my hand, even though it's, even though I got the vibration, it's not on there. Boy, it says to keep your cinematics on 100 so you can hear people walking and stuff. But now, if you're ever trying to make a video, when you're driving a car or something, it makes it to where you can't hardly hear. So yeah, I end up speaking up, getting a little bit loud. So if you hear the differences in my voice going up and down, it's because of the loudness that I'm hearing. Anyway, big weekend. Somebody's having an anniversary this weekend. I ain't gonna say no names, but it ain't Kong, and that leaves only one other person playing, so there you go. Uh-oh. Let's figure out where they're at. Have we got us a camper here, folks? I believe we do got a camper, don't we? We don't prefer these open. I don't like those one-on-ones close up like that, folks. You have no idea what's going to happen or how it's going to play out. For whatever that's worth to you. We're going to slide over here to the side, and we're going to sit down here, and we're going to load up all of our guns. We're going to switch this one up right here for that one. We're going to take this over here, pick that up. We got feet. Now, once again, folks, I did not want to do that. I'm trying to cut a video here and talk to you. I just want to relax and have a good game. But I am getting better, folks. Now, I ain't no world beater, but I am getting better. And you know how I'm getting better? I'm trying to get better. I ain't going to get that car back, I don't guess. I guess I could go up here and slide down on it. We got to be cautious. You know we need a shotty, right? Can you get up there, Kong, or not? Well, we got to go get some transportation, folks. Boy, this game went by fast, hasn't it? 38. Well, Superman's gone. I never did get to use him. I played some squads and had him a couple times. The pink thing that they got with the pom-poms is kind of scary. You know, you hit it a couple times and it goes back to its regular person, though. I don't like it. I'll pick the pom-poms up and carry them just to keep somebody else from getting them. Sometimes, if I'm playing in squad. 36, folks. This thing holds an astronomical amount of ammo, so it takes a minute to load it. So be cautious and make sure you always load it after your fights. Dun, 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 dun. We're trying to walk over here to this gas station real quiet like, and hopefully we'll find some transportation, maybe a shotgun. With a little luck, we'll be running 2 shotguns, a Spire and a Spire, or if we can get some bunkers, we'll run 2 guns. The shields are okay, but now if I can get a porta bunker and throw it out there on a, one-on-one in an open area where there's no cover, I'll use one for 1 kill if I can. When it's one-on-one, you got to do what you got to do. Well, there's our transportation. That should just be a 1 tick. Doesn't really make much difference. We gotta have some transportation. We're not gonna get a... Well, we might. Let's go over here and see what they got over here. I've seen it. Thank you, dude. I guess we're gonna have to get out of here, ain't we? I was looking over there. They was 464 meters, I guess is what it says. Now to look at it, that B there. Wonder if that's gonna take us toward the Alpha Academy. I glanced at that and thought it was behind that building. That's what I was going for. And let's see, there's 25 left. I like a car. Use it for shield. Get it out of a bad situation. But you can't sneak up on somebody. They'll see that icon when they got their visual settings on. Of course, you can always hear them. Whenever I'm playing with the squad or something and I'm rolling up on somebody, I'll tell them, I said, that's me in the car. I always do that. If you're somewhere and there's some shield like that, nothing going on, and you're not coming back to that area, obviously the circle's closing, I always want to knock them down. I don't want nobody else to have them if I can, especially the big slurp trucks. And that DMR could come in handy. We have to do some high fire shots from, I like those right there for a one-on-one too. I'm going to take those for the... We're skating right now, folks. Whenever you skate like that, you want to always make sure you don't hold the run button down. Shield bubble, nah. You need to save that at all times. That way you can get away from a fight. all times you need to save that. So you get your little run, you push the R button, joystick down, skate. You're moving a little faster, making it a little harder for them to hit. Now we're going to take that porta bunker. You can look around 360 degrees like that as you're waiting. You see that the shot grenade. Well, I'll take it. And that weather's a bruiser. If we can get out of this weather, we're going to be doing good, folks. Let's get her finger on the trigger there. I lost my car in the storm. I guess I could have found it, but I wanted to get out of the storm, make sure I get out of it, so I didn't take time to. Pushing me into the storm, ain't the folks? It's a good thing we picked up that med pack along the way. Whew. Now let's try to figure out where this circle's at. What we're got going on here. How we want to proceed. Alright, so we got no transportation. We got a spire, which we like a lot. And this right here is really good in the one-on-one. So we're alright. Is it the ideal loadout? No. But you know what? We didn't take the direct approach either. We went around the back side. I mean, we went to Brutal Boxcar. We didn't go to the Alpha Academy. None of that stuff. Now, folks, I ain't planning on taking no damage, so what should we do? We got to get some water, or we got to get rid of these bunkers. I'm keeping the bunkers, and if I'm going to run, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I may regret it, but I'm going to run without a... Well, that shotgun just got better, though, because I got me some more shells. I guess that's just the way it's got to be. Now we need to start moving toward the circle. Light all them fires. It felt like I heard a car, but I can't see it, and I don't see no icons or anything on the screen. I like that a lot. That twin auto. It's going to give me the ability to hold that thing down there, but if I'm on one-on-one, that Sentinel's all I'm going to need. It's got the oomph. It'll shoot out to about 15, 16 meters and still do damage. So that's a plus. The auto's the... Remember the name, folks. Auto. That means that you can hold that button down on it, and it's going to keep firing until it's empty. Seriously, I'm just saying that because, like, you'd think people would know that, but it's not necessarily true. I should have took the double kills. I didn't. Let's spectate it on out. All I needed to do there was use the twin kill switches. Take a little cover. I'll get it next time. Let's speculate this thing, spectate it on out and see what happens. I am going to get better. I know why and how I could have beat that person. I didn't do it, but let's see how. Let's compare him. Watch it. Now there's 11 left. I like that skin. He's a pretty good player. He probably picked that skin on purpose so he could blend in. Look at that. That's pretty good. Now he's a camper. All right, all right. You think he went to a 4-H camp? He looks like a good camper. You're a good player. Camp, do whatever you're doing. It works. Let's see if we can find the next player. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, we got the DMR special here, folks. It's one of the main reasons why I like to spectate these out, especially as it gets toward the end game, is because I can watch these players and learn from them. Let's see. I'll tell you, folks, it's the best time to play with your friends for fun. Win some, lose some. And I like that the best myself. But I'm actually trying to learn this game. And once I learn it, then it'll be even more fun. I've been getting carried a whole lot here by some good squads, and I'm trying to improve my game. I'm going to start playing some shooting games. It's really come to my attention this week that it makes a big difference if you've got a good aim. Burst fires is helping me some. I know all this stuff. I just got to keep trying until I put it all together. Uh-oh. There's Goose. Dun, 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 dun. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Does anybody know the pop culture reference from that song? When you think of Goose, what should you automatically think of? Dun, 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 dun. Well, I know some people don't know the answer to that question, and I'm not going to cause you to look it up. Top Gun. Val Kilmer, Tom Cruise. The original, I think it came out in 86. Had Kelly McGinnis in it, maybe. Not for sure. I finally got around to watching the second Top Gun. It was pretty good. The first one, man. Y'all don't understand, unless you're an older person, what it meant to get loaded up and go to the theater, or load up and drive to the store and rent a VHS tape. We didn't have access to everything like, everything's on demand now. It was pretty awesome growing up like that. Fridays and Saturdays, you ended up getting the crappiest movies ever because everybody wanted to rent on Friday and Saturdays. When you rented a movie, you watched it like 5 times before you took it back. You'd have it for 24 hours at least, sometimes longer, depending on where you went. Anyway, it might not sound like a lot of fun to you all, but it was. Now, with that being said, almost all these games and things now are digital. Uh-oh. That was a crownie, folks. We used to be able to go to the store and rent. There's my boy there, Blue there. He rode me out like carpet. Oh, but I knew Blue didn't have it, and I could have got him. I mean, seriously, it was completely my fault. I understand why, where, when, and how. And I'm going to get better. Anyway, can you imagine going to a video store and renting a video game for the weekend? That's how I grew up, folks. Well, it wasn't nothing like you all got. We're talking an 8-bit system. You beat those games in one day or less. Almost always. So it's actually a pretty good thing to be able to go rent one. Those things were $40 when I was back in 1986 for a cartridge, the best I can recall. Now, put that in perspective. That might not have been that much, but I feel like a Nintendo game that I paid $39.99 for an 8-bit game. Think about that. And that's been, well, like I said, I think it was Christmas of '86, maybe '87. I got it on Nintendo. It had the let's see where we got us another campground. That one there must have went to summer camp too. That one there probably went to Camp Crystal Lake. Anybody know where that is? I'm gonna give you one hint, and I ain't giving you the answer. Friday, Friday, and it ain't the 13th. See, I ain't making that hard on you. I want you to relax, and hopefully you like this stuff that I'm putting out. I'm not the best I'm not the best gamer, but I'm trying, folks. I'm real entertaining. If you ever get a chance to play with me, put my name in. If I don't have nobody I'm playing with them, I'll play with you. Sometimes we hit it off real good and we'll roll all night. You never know. I tell you what, let's see where these other players are. There's Goose. Goose is still in the house. I'm rooting for you, Goose. Let's see where this third player's at. Oh, they're all in the circle and they're all camping. So, folks, if you're going to be a ranked player, you notice how these guys here are not pushing. I hear feet. Let's see. Oh, there's Camp Town Race. Let's do it all day. All the do all long. That one's got the twin auto fire. Oh, my goodness. What a devastating blow. You have to, but no. They should have at least went inside the building. Like I said, I know this stuff. I'm just slow. My hand and eye coordination's not what on your all's is. Because, like, gosh, if I was a kid, man, I'm not low, so I don't have them eyes and hands. Dun, 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 dun. But I'm going to learn the game and make up for it. Doing other things. Goose, she's pretty good, old boy. Did you see how she always kept high ground in that game? I'm not for sure, folks, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that I've played against this person before in ranked. I know that sounds crazy, but rarely ever do they have 5,000 people in the lobby. So what happens is, let's look at the match recap stats. What happens is, if you don't have that many people playing, chances are you're going to be playing against the best or the worst. It doesn't matter, really. The ranking, I don't think, makes a lot of difference in this ranking system they've got, because there's not that many people playing. And from what I've been reading and stuff, if I wanted to play against one of my friends in a game, and we were similarly ranked, and we went into the server at exactly the same time, there's a really, really good chance that we would compete against each other. Now, have a great day, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. It wasn't much to see on my end, but you know what? It's going to get better. Have a great one.